Have you ever felt like you lost a life-changing opportunity, only to discover that your biggest setback was actually the beginning of something amazing? In today's inspiring story, a hard-working single dad walks away from an interview believing he has failed. Disappointed and ready to move on, he never expects what happens next. Just when all hope seems lost, the company CEO comes running after him, with news that will change his life forever. This heartwarming story is about perseverance, honesty, and the rewards of never giving up. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories. Let's get started. Michael Carter stepped out of the towering glass building in downtown Chicago with a heavy heart. The interview he had spent weeks preparing for felt like a complete disaster. As a single father raising his 8-year-old daughter Emma, every opportunity mattered. He had practiced answers late at night after Emma went to bed, studied company reports during lunch breaks, and even borrowed books from the local library. To improve his knowledge, this job represented stability, a better income, and a brighter future for his small family. Inside the interview room, everything had started well. Michael confidently introduced himself and spoke about his years of experience managing small teams. The interviewers seemed interested and took notes as he answered their questions. However, the atmosphere changed when one panel member asked a highly technical question. Michael paused. He tried to think of the correct answer, but his mind went blank. The silence felt endless. Finally, he admitted that he did not know the exact solution, but explained how he would research the problem and work with others to find the best answer. The panel thanked him politely, but Michael noticed a few uncertain expressions. As the interview ended, he shook hands with everyone and left the room feeling defeated. In his mind, the opportunity was gone. He replayed every moment, criticizing himself for not knowing the answer. Walking through the parking lot, he thought about Emma waiting at home. She had drawn him a small good luck card that morning, with bright markers and a handwritten message, "You can do it, Dad." Remembering her smile gave him strength. Even if he had failed today, he knew he could not give up. He had overcome tougher challenges before. Michael reached his aging car and pulled the card from his pocket. Looking at it, he took a deep breath and prepared to move forward. At that moment, he heard someone shouting his name from behind. Michael turned around, surprised to see the company's CEO hurrying across the parking lot. The executive was still wearing his suit jacket, and his expression showed urgency. For a moment, Michael wondered if he had forgotten something inside the building. As the CEO approached, he caught his breath and extended a hand. "Michael, I'm glad I caught you," he said. "Before you leave, I need to tell you something." Michael forced a polite smile, expecting feedback about the interview. Instead, the CEO's next words left him speechless. "The panel is still discussing candidates, but I've already made my decision. We'd like to offer you the position." Michael blinked in disbelief. "Me? Are you serious?" "Absolutely." The CEO replied. "You think you failed because you couldn't answer one technical question, but that's not what impressed me today." The CEO explained that many candidates had perfect answers and impressive resumes. What made Michael different was his honesty. Rather than pretending to know something he didn't, he admitted it openly and explained how he would solve the problem. That kind of integrity was rare. The CEO had also been impressed by Michael's leadership experience, determination, and calm attitude under pressure. "You showed us how you think," the CEO said. "Skills can be taught." Character can't. A wave of relief washed over Michael. Weeks of stress and self-doubt suddenly disappeared. He accepted the offer with gratitude, still struggling to believe what was happening. That evening, Michael arrived home carrying a small cake from a neighborhood bakery. Emma ran to the door and immediately noticed the smile on his face. "Dad, did you get the job?" she asked excitedly. Michael knelt beside her and nodded. Emma threw her arms around him, laughing with joy as they celebrated together. Michael realized the interview hadn't been about being perfect. It had been about showing who he truly was. And in the end, that had made all the difference.